Hello, people out there, and welcome back to a fresh new season of your favorite podcast, Seek Your Purpose. A new year, a new season, a fresh perspective of viewing life from an all new angle, and you're seeking deep, tired inspiration from even the minutest creature we are being surrounded by. Welcome back to the show. This is your host for the show, Mayank Sehra. So, if you're listening to me for the very first time and you discover the podcast just like that, then I welcome you on board, and I'm sure you'll be having an amazing time over here. So tap the follow button to follow the show on the app you're listening to never ever miss out an episode the time we upload it. And if you're a regular listener and love the content I've produced till date, then please open Apple Podcasts and Spotify, rate the show a 5-star rating, drop in your reviews, and let us grow organically by reaching out to the maximum of such purpose seekers that we have around us. So excited to hear the next episode? So am I. So let's kickstart the episode. Here we go. I recently happened to visit Dehradun, the capital city of Devbhoomi, Uttarakhand. Though I visit the city every other month citing work commitments, but this time, the experience was worthy enough to document it the day I flew back to Delhi. Because some experiences are worth remembering and documenting. It all started with courage. Courage to ask. Courage to face the fear of rejection. Courage to believe in self, and the courage to dare. I simply asked, "When are we connecting?" To which she replied, "Feel free to suggest." And then the dots started connecting, the conversation started happening, the vibes started matching, and the aura started converging. Two mature humans started building a heartfelt conversation. It all began with a common interest in health and fitness, running a marathon to be precise, wherein she was an experienced one while he was an amateur but a regular one at practice. The two discussed what made them fall in love with the sport and how their journey unfolded since the year of inception. For her, it was in 2017 with dire influence after her first trekking experience along with a bunch of fellow unknown explorers, while for him it was a dream to participate in the prestigious Vedanta Delhi Half Marathon. Coincidentally for the two, the foundation of the upcoming conversation builds upon Toughman's Half Marathon, wherein she fought her way back into the fitness journey after a hiatus of 4 long years, whereas he ran his first ever half marathon. The conversation further moved up to another area of interest, traveling. She's deeply into planning a travel journey rather than just a trip, as she fondly calls herself an explorer rather traveler. The talk went on for hours and hours, wherein he let her delve deep into one of the most remarkable years for her, 2024, a year where she unexpectedly succeeded in manifesting 12 glorious travel experiences. Wow! 12 glorious travel experiences. Fabulous. From Thailand's idyllic landscape and offbeat places to diving deep to the divinity of Amritsar's Golden Temple. From northeastern India's plush green unexplored land to Goa's party vibes in the mesmerizing rainy month of July. From exploring Rajasthan's deep historical soil of Jaipur and Jodhpur to a quick chill weekend getaway to Agra. From a 14-day long journey to the rich cultural land of Indonesia to the mountainous view of the Himalayas. And finally ending 2024 and kickstarting 25 with one of the most uncomfortable and impromptu experiences in Himachal Pradesh, her favorite abode. She lived the best of her life in the year 2024. With this, she proudly called herself a Beshak Befikr and a Bindas traveler. On the other side, he managed to listen carefully to each and every bit of her travel exposure, wherein the sleepy eyes gave way to the mindful ears to build a story out of respect. He was all ears to her deeply entrenched travel talks. He too managed to share his escapade to the mountainous land of Ladakh, which he states as one of the most influential and life-changing travel expedition for him. It was full of resilience, full of passion, vigor, faith, belief, and hope. And it made him realize deeply as to what little we require to survive on this planet Earth. Well, someone said it beautifully that all it takes is ears to listen and an open heart to say things. This is what the two were building. A deep, die-hearted conversation, while even touching upon the up-close and personal anecdotes too. Both exchanged various moments of pain, fear, breakdown, cry, and lots of happiness right in the very first conversation they were having after they decided to get to know each other a month ago. She belongs to a Sikh family and he always prays and hopes to find a Sikhni for himself. It all began with the expedition to Kartarpur Sahib Gurudwara in Pakistan and Rakabganj Sahib in the heart of the capital city of India, Delhi. She suggested an unexplored hidden gem of Gurudwara in CP's coal market area. Well, he knows whom to credit for this, from unexpectedly keeping Hindal Sen Gupta's The Sacred Sword, which revolve around the life of Sikhism's 10th Guru, Shri Guru Gobind Singh Ji, to the discussion I just mentioned above. He knows some dots were connecting in a perfect fashion. Connecting the dots, Janab. Connecting the dots. Well, both touched upon another common interest of exploring cafes in Delhi and gave a sense of the story of how important it is for them to explore the cafes on their own. For both the evolution from an introverted kid to the bebak matured beings, they credit this cafe culture to a large extent. From CP's Starbucks to GK2's Third Wave Coffee, they both unexpectedly shared their go-to places to chill and relax and rather call these as their third place. While they touched upon the emotion of fear as well, wherein he started with one of the touching setbacks he faced during his college days in 2013, while she opened up with a recent meltdown she experienced in 2023. The emotional conversation laid such a deepness that she knew how to assist him. She suggested him to go out and face the fear that he's holding back in his heart for the past 12 years while he listened to her emotional roller coaster ride. Well, trust rose to another level when he vulnerably shared the most important turning point in his life, France, to which she shared a meltdown incident just before her first international trip to Vietnam, which changed the way she looks at everything now. It turned her into a storyteller that he genuinely adores. Well, both regard this as the most important milestone in their perspective that they operated till then. Something that changed within them forever. So the clock was ticking every second, and so did their interest in building an honest conversation with each other. The both of them had to report to work the following morning at 9:30 a.m. Still, the bond was getting stronger with every passing second. She, a chartered accountant, works as an auditor with one of the big fours and fueling her love for exploration, while he's balancing act between his professional life with a CDIT giant at a regional level and finding his way back to his passionate front with this podcast. So after hours and hours of building trust in each other, they touched upon the idea of being on a dating app. What were they looking for? A life partner, he said. He answered it with genuineness that made her feel so comfortable and relaxed, opening up and saying, likewise. And this kick-started a soothing, respectful, honest and lovable journey that will surely decide a meaningful course of its own in the coming time. So before they leave the journey open to explore the best of opportunities, the two ended their 8 hours long conversation at 6 in the morning with hope, faith, belief and trust that things will fall in the perfect fashion. Let both of them manifest the truest sense of bond and affection in the most genuine, organic and authentic way. Baki, Rab Raakha. Cheers. So that's what I've got for you in today's episode. An episode which was duly created with love, hope, faith, passion, compassion and a sense of gentle reminder to tap upon. So if you feel connected with my perspective at any point of time, then drop in your comments on the podcast app you're listening to. You can even drop me a mail at officialseekyourpurpose@gmail.com or DM me on Instagram, Facebook or LinkedIn at MAYANKSEHRA. That is Mayank Sara. So I'll be looking forward to your messages. So hey self, happy 30s. So let's create a life which we're extremely proud of creating, living, and thus giving it back to the society in the most genuine way. Cheers. I'll see you in the next episode.